Yeah, it turns out Bastion's got an alcohol port specifically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I'm trying to imagine the like the term butt chugging, but bot chugging.
Yikes.
Bot chugging.
Yikes.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna drill a hole into my like where a mouth would be.
Just whatever organics are in there, just gonna try and poke them.
Honestly, man, I still haven't figured out what the fuck Bastion looks like on the inside.
Probably better than Pale Soul, so hey, there you go. You're already doing better than one part.
I mean, yeah, but no one ever sees your soul, and well, no one like that we would talk to would see your soul.
Several gods, I think like 3 or 4 gods at this point have played with the Pale's insides.
Damn,
I don't know about played.
You're kind of a god slut.
Oh my god.
So you gonna tell me that Abel Orpheal hasn't diddled Pale Soul just a little bit because of how much he messes with Leo? Just a playful pinch.
I feel like that's not a question that has any good answer.
Yes, there isn't one.
Listen,
So anyway, last time on Dragon Ball Z.
yeah. Last game you guys went into the... Are we all ready?
Yes.
Emotionally?
Perhaps a full shot was not a good idea.
A
It's only 86 proof.
I remember my first beer.
I can't drink beer. I'm possibly allergic to hops, and I'm really not going to risk it. Hospitals scare me enough.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm certainly not going to be drunk while I'm in one.
Hospitals are cringe.
God, yeah.
At least just getting over it.
I've been to the fucking emergency room the other night.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That would be me.
Oh, okay. There we go. But fucking the 24th, I was at work, and I was like, these are the worst menstrual cramps I've had in my entire life. Like literally holding in screams while I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Why'd you stay at work?
because I'm not a pussy. And then
Jesus.
and so the next
soldier.
the next day I was off, and so it hurt so bad that literally my legs were going numb, and I
Jesus.
was sitting down on my porch smoking, and I'm like, I can't walk back inside. I can't stand up. I'm gonna pass out. And so I crawl back into my fucking trailer and just sit on my floor for a while, and I'm like, I'm gonna die, you know? And so I finally pulled myself up by my sink and walked to my fucking mom's house, and I woke her up at 4 a.m. and I was like, hey mom, can we go to the fucking hospital? And she was like, yeah. And so I get to the hospital, and literally the whole car ride, every single bump, I'm trying not to scream. And we get to the emergency room, and they do an x-ray and a urine test or whatever, and they're like, yeah, we think it's a kidney stone, just take ibuprofen. And I'm like, I don't think you understand that. I literally don't go to the doctor unless I'm going to die. And they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we'll have this strong
America.
And so I leave, and the next day it's all right. And then the next day after that, I go to an urgent care place, and they're like, yeah, this doesn't sound like a kidney stone, it sounds like you fucked your back up. And I'm like, well, how did I fuck up my back if it feels like there's granted, my back does hurt, however, it also feels like there's a razor blade in my vagina, so how is that my back? And they're like, well, nerves are weird, so I'm seeing a chiropractor tomorrow. And I tried to go to work Monday, and I was there till 11, and I was like, guys, I can't fucking, I can't do it. And they're like, okay, go home. And so then I drove home, trying not to scream. And now I'm here. And
Hey,
hopefully...
future Bailey, since current Bailey won't listen to us on this, future Bailey, don't do that again. Next time, just go to the hospital or talk to a doctor.
It's,
That's literally the military in her. I don't go to the doctor either.
It just... The only cool thing I did in the Army was in basic training, I broke my foot, and then 4 days later I marched 12 miles. So, you know.
I marched 12 miles with an open, gaping wound in one of my knees. And all that I got out of that was a potentially deadly infection. Did I learn from that? No. Do I pretend like I did? Yes. I act holier than thou so that others don't do the same stupid shit. I went through parasite-infested waters and didn't clean it out afterwards.
Jesus Christ!
Am I lucky to be It's fine. It's fine.
Where the fuck were you that had parasite-infested waters?
My guess, Jerusalem.
Waipio Valley, Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's a weird area where the leaves on the trees all have like razor barbs on them. So if you reach out and you trip, you cut your hand up. So I was covered in cuts. I had a hole in my left knee from tripping in front of lava rock. It's a whole thing.
Didn't you
Good
almost
times.
kill yourself
That's how
in
you get
Jerusalem?
MRSA, dude.
That was in the Negev from dehydration. Yeah. I'm an idiot, but I pretend like I'm not.
Honestly, the most traumatic shit that happened to me was my eye, which just spontaneously happened. And then the only other, like, bad thing that's happened to me medically was I fucking... Well, that I'm willing to share. I fucking tried to dunk a basketball, I slammed the ball into the rim, and I fucking, I fractured the middle joint of my middle finger.
Ow.
Yeah, and so I just had to wear a cast for that.
So did your finger get caught in the rim?
No, basically the ball, like, so I went up to dunk it. I overestimated how close the rim was, so the ball hit the rim, and with the way that my finger was positioned, my finger hit the ball that hit the rim, so all of that force just went in and crunched it.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reason I didn't go to the hospital is because April through June I was in the mental hospital, and then July I got the flu, and then August I had folliculitis, accidentally poisoned myself with dirty drinking water, took antibiotics I was allergic to, and lost 40 pounds in 2 months. October I had shingles, and then December I had the flu again. And granted, I haven't been back to the hospital since I got shingles. I just didn't want to...
We have to put you in, like,
I've been
a
sick
bubble?
so much.
We just have to put you in a bubble.
Yeah.
We met back when you gave yourself dirty water poisoning.
Yes.
Because I'd gone up to the store and I was like, oh, there's a D&D game. Where's the DM? And they're like, oh, she fucking poisoned herself. I was like, oh.
Awkward.
Yeah.
And then when I went back, I was like, hey, where's, like, is she, like, okay? What's going on? They're like, oh, yeah, she's fine. She says shingles now. I was like, oh, shit.
I'm gonna put you in a bubble until you finish this campaign, at least.
Yeah. Charlotte, are you there?
She's cooking. She's here. She's able to hear, but she's cooking right now while doing stuff. Yeah.
Actually, right now I'm trying to open a bottle of wine, and I've been listening. I just haven't had anything to contribute.
You always have good things to contribute, and we appreciate whatever you say.
Okay.
Only a
Well,
dick
thanks.
in character. Usually. 50-50.
Definitely not channeling.
Definitely not using it as an outlet. Anyway.
Alright, so last game you went into Ildor Avarice's library, and you found some cool books, and some cool, very polite and helpful, lovely librarians, and checked out some other books. Everyone got library cards,
Except me.
except you, yes. And
Still not giving up my real name.
it's smart, but you are still in the library as of this moment, and the librarian, I believe, last we left off, gave you guys a map of the entire thing. which if you give that to Eldor Avarice, he'll cream his pants basically. So.
Based.
So you're in the library, endless shelves. The librarian asks you, was there anything else you guys wanted to know?
We already looked at the apocalypse stuff. We got the book for Ildor Avarice. So, is there anything else that you guys can think of?
You went all Bastion a second ago.
Well, it's because of Ildor Avarice with all the weird robots. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. What about you guys? Wait, Leo, do you think we should look for anything for, restoring your dad's sanity?
I mean, it's not that he isn't sane, it's that he believes that there's continuing to torture him psychologically. I don't know that there's anything in here about that, how to convince him that he's not being tortured, besides just, not torturing him.
Well, fair. Yeah.
What's that book that you're reading? I forgot what. Out of
A Rock Springs Romance?
No, not that book. The one you got, Firestarter.
I got the Father Michael one. They're making a copy of it. The prophecy. What were you talking about? The fancy one.
The fancy one, the manual.
Yeah, the one for the Nexus thing. Yeah, what about it? It's all in my backpack, checked out with the library card.
Is there any? I asked the librarian. Are there any books in here to? No, this is all the books in here about time.
All the books in here are about time and consistencies. Yes.
Okay.
Temporal upsy doodles, if you will.
Indeed. Yes.
I think that we don't really need anything else about time and stuff. Think you, do you beings have names or just librarians?
You see her kind of look up a little bit to think. My name's Carol.
Well, Carol, have a fantastic day. I will bring this back as soon as I can. Yeah, and...
You actually can keep that copy since you gave me the copy of your book.
Perfect. Thank you. And I just hold out my hand to shake one of her pincers.
Yeah, there's the incredibly horrible, spider-like body with the besweatered human-ish kind of thing, and so far you've seen those arms. They're really short, like a T-Rex's, and the sweater kind of limply hangs off them where the sleeves are too long. But she extends you one of these short, awful arms, and her hand is covered by the sweater, but because the human kind of part of this body is kind of so she kind of slings that toward you and holds it out.
I shake it and just yeah. It's
very stiff, and she lets it fall back.
I don't like the idea of a stiff, tiny hand. Just yeah. So yeah, I guess we head out. Or do you guys want to delve deeper? Or do we just keep going in and looking for weird stuff?
I mean, we can see if there's anything else we can learn about this.
I would like to look at the map and see what do I see.
Oh yeah, we should probably make a copy of them. Well, Bastion's brain is a photographic
Yes.
brain.
Yeah, you see the library. It's a proper labyrinth. It's the shelves themselves don't make any sense, but a librarian has written where sections of things are. It's separated loosely by area, if something was localized, Like, so there's, a section for each continent, and then major cities, and then the towns that are surrounding those cities. And then from there, it's separated by roughly the timeline. And again, nothing has dates on it, because the dates are what get fucked with. But it has, like, something significant around when the time anomaly happened. So you might see, like, in the big San Carel section, or there's also sections for every plane as well. Like, so in I believe it's the plane of fire, there's, like, the city of brass, that kind of thing. Or, the Nine Hells, Asmodeus' temple, like that kind of a thing.
Are there any books on Gond? Like, an area where I would see that would be on Gond?
Yeah. Because Gond doesn't, or at least historically hasn't done much, there isn't much. However, there is a lot of, when he was first creating the universe, he took his time. And so,
Not
like,
happy about that.
he'd make something and then realized he didn't like it, so he'd undo it and then redo it. So there's a lot of, like, that going on. But these entries are pretty vague, because it's like him changing the chemical composition of fucking rocks and shit, or creating the layers of the planes, like organizing how they stack and stuff, because of the beam, the whole universe is kind of like a shish kebab.
Dracilian layers.
Yes. It's what is it? Elephants all the way down? Yeah. That sort of it. And so it's a lot of that. Like, they are gigantic shifts, but because they were kind of the only thing going on, they're pretty uncomplicated.
Okay.
Look over Bastion's shoulder a little bit and try and see if there's an area for, like, adventurers.
Oh, God. That's like half the goddamn library.
Cool.
If it's not the gods, it's the fucking adventurers.
I texted you something about more specific
Okay.
thing.
Look.
Future everyone, as in right now. Forget I said that.
Ooh.
Already on it.
And
I'd say taking another swig.
solid.
Yeah, that's... You, Super, would not be able to find this, but if you asked the librarian, she could show you.
I'm gonna ask about that. I'm gonna kind of just waver over and whisper it over. I don't want to make a scene about it.
Okay.
I'm listening.
What?
I'm listening.
Yeah, you make a stealth check.
Oh God.
I don't know if this would be... what skill applies to whispering?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, yikes! You're like,
Doesn't matter what skill.
you lean over to the librarian, and you're like, hey, are there any books on us? And she goes, books about you all.
Carol.
She says, there are a few entries, yes. I'll show them to you.
Shit. Cool. Damn it. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, is this gonna, like, create some kind of shift if we learn about ourselves?
Look.
I believe Carol said that all of this library's books were about past events. This should not cause any time mistakes.
Yes.
You're confusing me with which Carol you're talking about. This Carol or the me Carol or the spider Carol?
Carol, and then I'm gonna motion with, like, my hand to the spider.
Plus, it means that if we did something that didn't work and we undid it, then we'll be able to find out what we did to undo after it was undone before it happens again. Even though it already happened, but it didn't this time.
Bastion's gonna start fizzing.
I think understood what you said.
Oh,
I don't
no,
think I've ever
broke the-
What was that, Caroline?
I don't think I've ever actually understood you, but I did that time.
You'll never understand what I say again. I make less and less sense every time. I've literally, the Ma's coming, melting mentally, Ma's coming.
Oh.
Maybe it's because I've seen them all too.
Yeah, the Ma's coming. The entry's on us.
Yes. You find... She shows you a book. It's not very thick, but it is a book. Because there are a lot of books that involve adventuring parties because they tend to do things together. So they might as well be in the same sort of book. And she shows you, most of the pages are blank in this book. However, she shows you the most recent entry, and that is you entering the Temple of Time. Previously, it was when you shifted to come to Cronus Locus Warpus. Then when you entered the Fens, and there's actually a little note about when Bastion jumped into the Bag of Holding, and then back out again. And then even when you were in the Temple of Time Tavern and you stuck your head in there to talk to Yagami, there's like a little footnote of that. Then when you plane shifted here, when you teleported out of the prison, there was a small ripple when you guys killed that angel, when you guys you got teleported to August's lab that one time. What else?
There's nothing like we ended the world already, but then just like Bastion was left to undo it.
No. Although for you, Bastion, you realize there was a kind of spell cast on you before you were kind of sealed into your underground tomb in Kildegrath. Basically to keep you from, tarnishing or something. Like when the thing was sealed, it was to ensure that you didn't go crazy being isolated. So time was basically paused for you the whole time you were down there. So you wouldn't be awake and going crazy.
Does it have like a date on when that happened?
No, it says... no. It's upon the world's completion is the only kind of time marker that's in there.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So whenever he blips out of this reality, this version of reality, there's an entry.
there's every time you guys have ever had disappearing disease, that's in there also. All the times that you've ever cast a healing spell, there's a small note about it. When you guys had Death Ward cast on you during the Revolution, what else?
Every time I produced my echo?
Yes.
Is there an entry for when Tyr left?
Ooh. No.
Oh.
Any entries? I know this one's about us. Is there any entries on, and not in our books, but any books on King Henry and the Emperor of Sun Crane?
You learn that the Emperor of San Corel, his palace is actually in a demiplane. The entrance to it is there's a permanent entrance to his demiplane above the towers that make San Corel. Because San Corel is basically almost mile-high fucking enchanted towers. Like, you can, probably from Golgari, you can, even see it a little bit. I should have mentioned that. That would have been cool. Anyway, because the world's flat, so you can see kind of forever. There's a cloud district, predictably. So you see, basically, he has, thousands of entries of when he, goes in and leaves his place. You learn also that the Emperor has the ability to astral project, and has done it several times. Though from what you gather in the book, this is a new ability. What else could you learn about Sankara?
Where the mech went to?
You could find that it teleported back to, a military installation there. Fucking Castaneda teleported back with it. Yes, I did name him after Castaneda.
Oh, I thought it was just for a castaway cicada.
No, it's a guy we had in our company.
I'm just gonna try and look if there are any recent things about my girl, my favorite drow, Tatiana. Is there anything recent, or if she's just like not deemed part of our crew anymore?
Yeah, Tatiana was teleported to. There's a. What is it called? Not a bastilla, a fucking.
Celeste?
No, there's like a term for when there's a fortress built on like a cliffside.
Oh. Shit. I was looking at that,
You know what I'm
that was
talking
earlier.
about?
My god, yeah.
Citadel.
The Citadel. No, that's not right either.
What are you looking for?
This looking for the word. It's the place she was taken to. It's like a monastery fortress built on a cliffside. I'm trying to think.
Deal, Jeremiah says.
Bastille? Perhaps.
That's like a place, I think. It's. God,
Either way, she was taken to an.
Hebrew for it.
She was teleported to an Elmater monastery.
Oh.
Yes.
That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate considering she worships Lolth.
She was teleported there with other Ilmatari.
Really unfortunate. Oh well, that's her problem. Yeah, I got nothing else. This is terrifying. Y'all have anything else for this terrifying book?
Nope.
One last one for me, actually. Is there a thing near the very beginning on like the first page for Lorfear being killed?
There is one when he was brought back as a revenant.
Got it. You made a change there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that seals that book. I'm going to put that away and do a quick little blessing over myself because that's terrifying.
Just cross your heart like the Catholics do. Yeah.
Exactly, but it's like a little end of the world symbol. I don't know what that means, but it's a little end of the world symbol, whatever that is. It's a little sight.
Merkul's symbol is a skull inside of a triangle.
I do a little triangle over my heart.
There you go.
Do you guys want to leave the spooky spider library?
Yes.
We can always come back after we go. You know, we can always come back here.
Yeah, agreed. Let's get the fuck out.
Okay. You follow your little map back to the entrance. It takes you about probably 30 minutes to leave, because you actually know where you're going. It's a lot slower when you don't know where you're going. But you meander your way out, and you come to the portal, which is just kind of in the middle of another nexus of shelves. You get the idea that the library doesn't... Actually, you would have seen on the edges of the library, when the shelves end, the darkness just keeps going, like beyond into infinity, probably. Like there's no wall at the edge. Just above you is endless darkness. The floor is a nice polished like granite, like it's really nice. But then it just keeps going forever.
I don't like that.
Feels like walking into high school every day.
Yeah, but the portal is in front of you. Do you go through? You can see the Temple of Time through the kind of shimmering doorway.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
there.
Okay. You come out, and Ildor Avarice is currently sitting at a desk around his weird crystals that power this thing and his other machines, and he's just taking notes and kind of like adjusting a knob on something, and then you guys come through, and he kind of jumps, and he's like, Y'all found your way back in and out?
Yes, we have a map.
What?
What, like it's hard?
Here. I'm just gonna hold up the map for him.
You... This is the entire library?
Yes.
His just mouth agape, eyes wide open. You see his like whole body go a little slack as he just takes in this whole labyrinth map you made, or the librarian made. And he's like, well, first, I get beaten by making robots sentient.
Yes,
And now
it happened at the
after-
beginning of time, though.
Jesus Christ.
For him, too.
It's,
Giving a thumbs up.
okay, side note. In this world, Jesus Christ is
He's a paladin, right?
is a
Yeah.
long ago champion of Ilmater, who was said to come in times of great need when those would invoke
Set
his
to
name.
what?
When those would invoke his name, so that's why everyone says Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anyway, he's like, I've been trying to do this for years, and you guys did it in, he looks at his watch, 6 hours, 10 minutes, 42 seconds.
We're professionals.
You'd be shocked at what you can get if you just ask.
The librarians are quite nice.
Leo, stop
You met them?
propositioning him.
Yes. One of their name was Carol.
They're just... I could never find them, and I was too scared to find them.
By stealing a book.
Errol tried to kill Jim Wilde.
Who's
After
Jim
she killed her
Wilde?
husband. You'll find out one day.
Wait, Carol the librarian has a husband?
Did.
Oh, nice.
I can't believe this motherfucker done forgot my name already. I'm Jen Wild. I've been standing right here.
Oh, you're Jim. Okay. Sorry.
All good.
He just takes the map you've given him and then goes over to, like, he has a big one he's been drawing on, like, a giant sheet of graph paper. And he's like, well, thank you. I'll go get you the stuff I promised, I guess.
You also want to read a book I got? I feel like you might enjoy it.
A book you have?
Yeah.
Wait, you took a book out of the library?
We have library cards.
Yeah, what do you take me for?
You have there's library
Yes,
cards?
and I'm gonna tap on my chest with the library cards and
I'm gonna pull mine out, like, you
Wha-
never asked?
Okay, listen, we're in like a
I feel like you don't understand how libraries work. No offense.
You have been to a library before, haven't you?
many. And he
Let
points
me guess,
to
last
all the
time it was
machinery.
4 years. Let me guess, last time it was 4 years, 8 months, 2 weeks, and 7 days ago?
Close. It was 6 years and semi-close to the other.
Eddie, you're always perfect with this stuff.
Okay. Let me look up, because I had these and now I'm not sure if I have the name exactly right.
Also, I would like to give Leo the pipes of haunting.
Okay.
I don't know what they do, but they seem like something for you.
It's, what is that called? There's a in the DMG there's like a ball, and then you throw it at somebody, and if they fail a deck save, they get like chained up
the
or something.
Pokeball?
No. It's
The manners ball.
About the thing that like
Yes.
locks them up.
it's
Yeah.
the manners ball from Vox Machina, but it is a real magic item in the DMG.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what. I actually gave it to one of my 5,000 characters that I created.
Nice.
Iron Bands of Balara?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Iron Bands, yeah.
Yes. Fuck.
And the Bands of Fuck, I think, are different. That is a bard item, though.
Is that what the
Requires
pipes of
attunement
haunting
by a bard.
Here.
Is that what the pipes of haunting are?
Pipes
the
of
pipes of
haunting.
haunting are to sleep with a ghost. Was I right, DM?
No.
So you could give a ghost some pipes?
Gotta get up in that ghost to see, bro.
No, it's
Spook
if
us.
they fail a wisdom save, they're frightened for a minute. That kind of thing. They're spooky bone whistles. That's what she said. Let me grab something. Hold on.
Bone whistles, you say?
Oh yeah, this is definitely a bard item.
Bone whistles. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a ring for sex bell, except with ghosts and undead.
You know, I think they just call those, I think they just call that wolf whistling where I'm from.
You know, you gotta wonder if there's like a gendered thing about wolf whistling but cat calling. Nothing like either now.
Could not tell you.
Neither could I. I pontificate, I don't think.
This one
That's
actually.
It's a big word, man.
Leo doesn't actually know this, but I mean, this item, you can actually choose who gets afraid of it.
Yeah.
How exciting. What was it called again?
Types
The-
of haunting.
Yeah.
Bone whistle.
It's the what?
Bone whistle.
Pipes of hunt.
The bone trombone.
A bone, if you will.
It's the saxophone.
Oh, that's
Jeez.
sick, actually. Will you just get trumpets instead?
He gives you a set of bracers of defense that are in standard form. It's like a small bracelet, but then when you go into combat, they shoot out like your Iron Man. You know what I'm talking about? So what was it already? The ball, bracers of defense. And then, see, the trouble is, I was planning on you guys not coming here till a while. I didn't anticipate you just leaving the library, which I should have upon you having a map. But, so I'm basically just looking for
No
things to
cab, I'm the man.
Yikes. Yikes.
Please don't remix Dora.
Don't remix.
Trap remix, Adora.
Oh. Oh.
He gives you a necklace of adaptation, is what the stats are, but really it's like, you know those things that scuba divers put in their mouth?
Yes.
So it's like one of those, but it doesn't have any pipes on it or anything. So you can just breathe anything. Or it's you have advantage on saving throws against harmful gases and vapors. Like even, the breath weapon of dragons who can breathe poison or whatever. So if you stick it in your mouth as a reaction, you're good, basically. This variation also, you can breathe underwater. So it's just, or I don't even know if you'd even call it a necklace of adaptation. It's just the fucking Ildor Avarice's scuba mask. But
Hey,
then
fire starter. Can you even go underwater?
I don't. When I try to shower, it ends up being steam. Johnny talked to me about that. He was really into how steamy I get. So I don't know. I have to try it, and I'm scared to swim because I feel like I'll cause a monsoon.
TMI.
I feel like Folium
Johnny's
would have
weird.
taken you swimming.
What Folium did was attempt to parent.
When they teach you how to swim by just throwing you in the water?
Yes.
I feel like he would have done that to you.
Threw me into a kiddie pool. 5 minutes later, I'm in an empty kiddie pool that's half melted.
Yes.
Black people don't do that.
Jewish people, we get tossed in, but then we split the water before we land.
Yeah, we get the talk of yeah, you see that right there? It's only safe in a shower or a bathtub.
Oh my. Let me go. He has something especially for Bastion. He says, this will take me a minute to do, but I can upgrade your weapons if you want me to.
Yes.
Okay.
I have upgraded them myself, but I'm curious to see what you will do.
He takes basically a bunch of tools out. And then occasionally, it's like surgery, like one of the automatons who's in here, like being a scientific assistant, will like hand him a wrench, like how surgeons do, scalpel.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And but he does a lot of work on you, and so now your gauntlets are +2. I know you already had the what is that? The artificer thing where you can make it like that. So I guess that slot is free now.
Or they could be +4 now.
No.
No. Wait, why not?
I had to let it breathe before I started laughing because it was like, all right, what is he gonna say?
He also shows you a way to, like, kind of charge them. Like, he upgrades, like, your attack code or whatever. Mm-hmm. And now you can do Stunning Strike like a monk might do. 1/4 level times per day. So if you're level 9 right now, you could do it, like, twice. I'm pretty sure that math works out.
Resets on...
long rest, I believe. Also, he says, I've never been to Thunderscrum, but I've bought one of their weapons off a kind of, not a dealer exactly, but he kind of looks like he got this from a sketchy place. But it's a belt gun, which you've seen the Thunderscrumians use before. He's like, and I've kind of made some adjustments to it. Let me copy and paste the thing. So belt guns are like an area effect weapon. Mm-hmm. So it's and this one is better than the Thunderscrum ones. It's a bonus action to reload. Like, so one use of it is one attack. So if you have 2 attacks, you have to shoot, reload with the bonus action, and then shoot again. Or you could shoot once, punch somebody once, etc. It's a 30-degree cone, range 100 feet. Dex save, you have to get a 20 within 30 feet, 16 within 50 feet, and 13 up to 100 feet. And then 5d4 damage, or half on a success. And he gives you 10 units of ammunition, but you can get more from the Thunderscrum army as long as you guys are friends with them. Or you can make them yourself. If you have, like, you go to wherever to get gunpowder, I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to copy that last sentence into there. Yikes. But, oh well.
That's still a way to win.
There's
no last sentence.
That's just good information.
I'm just gonna also lean over to Ildor.
Oh. No, this is okay. Yeah, alright. I'm
gonna
okay
ask,
with this.
Ildor, Avarice. By the way, I got this book. Do you want to take a quick read through of it? I feel like you might find it kind of interesting, kind of boring, kind of interesting though.
Which one are you showing him?
The Mechanist book.
He goes, oh, yeah, Mechanist's pocket watch. It's one of the most holy artifacts. What?
Pocket watch? It's a pocket watch? It's not like his grand ornate grandfather, it's his pocket watch?
Yeah. As most gods' avatars are humanoid, so he made it in the form of... It's not that he based it off pocket watches, it's that pocket watches are based on it.
That's such a small trinket of a...
I get the mind signal.
You did
I just forget how strong the gods are.
Yeah, it's just a pocket watch, and it's you see him read it, and he's like, "It's on a material plane." Wait, what is all this about? What's all this about? World Eater? What?
That's probably. I look over at Carolina. That's probably the mom, right? Right, Carolina.
Yeah, or Bray Wyatt.
This is...
Yeah.
You see him read it, and he says, oh my god. This is... I don't think anyone else knows about this.
They never will.
The Phoenix Vivian. Holy shit. That must be... If it's... If it's the ones who fought the Resurrected One, and, if... So the clock was first tampered with the Resurrected One, that's Vecna, because he was the first Necromancer, so it's... I think that's what... that's what that means, is he was the first one to... Like, Elder Avarice already knew that, and then when when Mechanus went back up to the Celestial Realm after the crisis, he couldn't bring the clock with him because it got tainted by material plane stuff, and we just thought it was lost. And then, all this about this World Eater, I mean, if they fought Vecna, that must be... It's Vic the Cynic, Serial, and then, Mungor. It must be them, right? And actually, so in campaign 1, there was a goblin wizard who had a lightsaber that we named Yoda.
Yeah.
But I think that's copyrighted, so I'm trying to think of a different name for him.
Sven.
Grogna.
You said Grogna?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Grogna. That's... I mean, Mungor is supposedly in Lahuya, like he fucking farmed a village, or made a village, and then Victor Yeagerin is in Thunderscrim, obviously, but the other two, it's Grumdor and Serial. Nobody knows where they are. And holy shit, this is like a whole ass apocalypse. I mean, surely
yeah.
Mechanus knew about this, but... Huh.
Hey, I'm just gonna put my arm around him. Just remember, and I mean this with love, I've pissed off plenty of champions, so please do not smite me. I am not as strong as I look or as beautiful, but what if Mechanus knows about the whole Pelorian stealing souls thing?
He stares into space for a second, and then his eyes flick to you. Mechanus wouldn't. He wouldn't do that. That's
He wouldn't.
evil.
Pelor's a little stronger than him.
It's... You hear him say he's evil, and then you basically see him remember that Pelor is supposed to be good. And he's like stealing souls.
Why wouldn't Tyr stop him?
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Just listen, I used to follow Tyr. I was dedicated within reason. I devoted my entire life to him to save my father and sister. He left me right before we discovered all of this. You know time. How much of time has real coincidence?
Tyr wouldn't do this either. This is
Who's strong enough to stand against Pelor? Except for all the gods last time.
He just kind of stares into space and like breathes deeply. He's like, this can't happen. This has to be a... I mean, if what you say is true, Pelor has obviously gotten off the deep end again, but there's no way anyone else would be on board with this. No way. Not even like fucking Lolth is cool about stealing souls. I mean, mostly because people steal them from her, but
even Merkul isn't, because this isn't how the world's supposed to end. But Merkul has a limit.
Alright. Merkul pulls shit all the time. It's...
How dare you be correct?
Boy Who Cried Apocalypse. Basically.
Yeah.
It's, I think, the only person who pulls more tricks than he does is Abal Lorofiril. Merkul's pulled the wool over even other gods several times and gotten very close. So I don't fucking trust anything he says.
Leo walks up and he smacks the shit out of him and he goes, "Keep my god's name out of your fucking..." No, I'm just kidding.
About to say,
Oh,
make a fucking attack roll, my guy.
Oh god. I'm holding him back. Hold me back. I'm bigger than you. Well,
I'm just gonna put my arm on Leo's shoulder.
This time we also have like the Sonic Gond over here. The Apostle of the Phoenix. The Lorofir, but I swear he's a good, like, normal Lorofir follower. He did it to save his friend, and because he's a trickster, he's a good trickster. He has, like, a steady girlfriend and all that. Normal. And me, Tyr turned Merkul. I'm the least trustworthy one here, and I'm saying, just consider that, everything's bad, the world's ending, things are terrible, and hopefully we can fix it before we all have horrible, slow, painful, eternal deaths.
He's still kind of staring into space, taking deep breaths. This is gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be so much fun. Do you want some drugs? I'd offer you wine, but I don't have any wine. You want some drugs?
No.
Okay.
I'll go have a whiskey at the tavern later.
That works better. You guys age it faster because of time here, or do you do it the natural way because...
We do it the natural way because all this Feywild time fuckery is an affront to Mechanus.
I'm gonna leave you to your panic attack.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna walk up to him and put my hand on his shoulder and say, Hale is right. Everything sucks. Objectively. Do you have any scrap metal?
He has a lot of it, yes. He takes you to a storage room in the temple and he shows you all the extra gears and shit and kind of bent metal springs and everything.
Thanks.
Sure. And by the way, Bastion, that belt gun is it's in your shoulder, by the way, so you don't have to hold it.
War machine.
Basically.
Yeah, that's sick as fuck.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to do crafting, but I'm fine kind of doing a fade to black and just saying I can do that if everyone else wants to do anything.
Yeah.
Dale just wants some downtime to read, make sure he doesn't miss his reading of the day.
Okay. Carolina, Leo?
Leo, there's which of those items do you want? Because there's a couple that could go either way.
Yeah, there's the instant bondage and then the breathe anything.
Who got the defense bracers?
Oh yeah, and the bracers of defense that shoot it like Iron Man. Oh god damn it, you're gonna have a fucking 25 AC, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they similar one.
Also, yeah, wait, so my gauntlets are now...
They are +2, and you can do Stunning Strike 1/4 level times per day.
So then that basically will just free up the 2 +2s that I'd already had on there?
Yes.
Okay, I have a 23 AC now.
God damn it.
Gonna move that back up.
Gonna walk up and say, alright, Carolina, you're faster, you take the ball. Leo, you should probably take the bracers and the breathing because you get yourself into worse situations than anyone else here, and you're the softest.
I'm okay with that.
Lina, you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Also, Carolina, I don't trust Leo with the ball. I don't trust Leo with it. After the chicken, we can't let him have that.
Yeah, you might end up in the ball with the chicken.
More than likely,
That's what I'm scared of.
yes. That's tonight. You'll end up in the ball.
With that and the chicken and being stuck with that together, I don't want to deal with that cock ball torture, you know?
Yikes!
So,
Yikes!
I hate that. I hate the setup for it too, because I didn't see it coming. Stay upset is an understatement.
with that, Elle's just gonna go and hang out in his room and read for a bit.
Okay.
Was it 6 days? Was it 4 or 5 or 6 days to read?
I believe it was. You have to read for 24 hours within 6 days. I believe.
Got it.
48-6.
Okay. Yeah, and you've done it several times. I believe you read a lot while you were in Katrina's place.
Yeah.
Both the days you were there, and then...
Days we've been here, I've read.
Yeah.
This is day 3, right? Like in the Feywild.
Oh,
we
yeah.
slept once.
Well, fucking, honestly, roll me a D100.
Also, with that other thing we discussed, is this day 6 or 7?
Okay, and then roll me another D100.
Ooh.
Jesus. Now roll me a history check.
I'm in danger.
Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh my. Okay.
It was...
Reset.
Wow. That's... I think Pale just got a hard slap in the soul. Pale, Pale's a monk now.
This is super rough.
Wait, what was the 18 for?
That was just an accidental second roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'd help you.
Pale's a fighter.
I'd
Okay.
help you, man, but that's a nat one.
So-
Actually, I can't about that.
Oh, this feels so mean. All right, so
Hit me with it.
you. Oh Jesus. You. The 13 was to see if you had enough time. Roll me one more D100 so I'll tell you all what happened with all these in a second.
You're just gonna watch Pale die again.
No, oh, gee, okay.
And then, Pale, as you look up, your insides suddenly become the outsides.
No.
I've been reversed. I'm wet now.
And then before I tell you this, another history check.
Come on, second nat one. Let's go for it. Let's fuck Pale up.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hell yeah. Okay. What a relief to me. Okay. All right. So, the 13 was to see if you had enough time to finish reading this book before the magic expired. The 5 was to see if how much time you had left of Merkul's magic. The 1 on the history check was to see if you had finished reading the book before the time expired. You certainly did not. And then the 75 was to see if time's going to reverse itself while you're here. So at the moment, you are in the middle of reading this book, and you see all of a sudden the ink disappears off the page. It's blank. And then you feel this horrible, the kind of cool, refreshing water feel of Merkul's magic disappears from you. And you are empty again, like you were in the Grand Council chamber when Tyr left you. And this book is empty. However, you easily remember that time's fucking weird here, so even though I have run out of time on these, and that's terrifying, you know that it's probably not permanent. So congratulations.
I'm alone again.
Yes, you are horribly, terribly alone. You feel up in your thoughts, you meditate maybe, and there's just nothing but you and all the anxiety and PTSD you have.
There's so much of both of those. Mm-hmm. Most of the PTSD I've offloaded onto different champions.
Yes.
Well, only one thing to do. Go follow Leo around until he knocks me out. I'm just gonna go follow Leo around.
Yeah, Leo, you up to anything cool?
I'm smoking a joint of devil grass and trying to figure out what the fuck there is to eat around here.
There is all manner of foods. Chef Bot downstairs will make you basically anything you want. Although
I go downstairs and, feeling a little bit sentimental, request Allie's favorite dish.
rosewater quail.
Yep. And I wonder if the necklace worked or not.
Chef Bot tells you, we do not have quail, but we have the closest Feywild approximation. It is called...
Whatever it is good enough.
I'm trying to think of a fucking bird name. My first thought was Derringer, but that's a gun.
Birds aren't real anyway, so...
True. He says, however, we do have roses. The taste is very potent because of the Feywild. I will procure this meal immediately. And he goes in the back and whips it up. And he probably gives you, like, what would be a good side dish for that? It's...
Lemon garlic scalloped potatoes.
Yeah, sure, some kind of potato, but it tastes just like a potato, but it's like lime green because it's the Feywild. But you have a very pleasant meal, Leo, thinking about your old girlfriend that you murdered.
I don't know that she's dead. I mean, I never got confirmation on that.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, fuck. 23.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Hey, Leo, why'd you order that specifically?
Mind your own fucking business, pal.
Fair enough. The rose kind of smells like your ex. How's she doing?
I haven't heard from her in a while.
I can message her if you want.
Nope.
How about I sending one of her brothers and see how she's doing?
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna slink back and keep watching him eat.
Chef Bot comes up to you. Would you like me to procure a meal?
Do you have, like, can you get, like, a cake, but in, like, a mug? So I can hold it and eat it while standing up and standing here?
You hear some whirring. I will see what I can do. What flavor of cake do you want?
Chocolate, but can you color it red?
Yes. And he holds up his hands. There's like a knife on one and one of those clickety-clackety like claw things that you turn things. You know when you pick up those things and you have to click them? Like you just have to?
You
It's
got
just
them,
in your... Yeah. He clicks those and walks back into the kitchen.
I thought you Chef Bot.
The feeling is mutual. I enjoy culinary challenges. And you see him, go into the kitchen and, like, he flicks his wrist and the knife turns into a spoon and he starts measuring out, like, flour and shit.
I guess they're watching video the whole time.
Okay. In a moment or two, he brings you a cake in a mug. Like, you're talking about, like, the microwaved kind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He brings you... It's very close. I don't think there are... I'm trying to decide if microwaves are a thing. Because we don't have fitted sheets, but we do have automatons.
What?
Yeah. I don't think microwaves are a thing. But he makes you a cake in a mug.
Yeah, just stand there. I just follow Leo around the rest of the day.
Just being his annoying little shadow.
Yeah, I gotta get back on his good side after the whole pretending his father's dead thing. Drama queen.
Yeah. That's... Carolina, you doing anything cool?
Go ahead and... Since everybody else is winding down, I guess I'll take another hit of Star Sugar.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, the Star Sugar almost killed you last time. You lost points. You lost health.
I've gained addiction points.
Yeah, roll me a con save.
You don't let the cleric know first.
Are you just in your room doing this, or?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
I fucking love drugs.
Oh, boy howdy.
Speaking of that, there's a reason why Pale hasn't been wearing his gauntlets.
That's a 20.
A 20? Okay.
Yep.
Let me go find the stats
See,
for
if
this.
Leo was doing it with you, then you would have gotten an extra +1 for the friendship medal.
Alright, so you have an intense rush, like the entire world goes into laser focus, your peripheral vision is just like kind of white light, your strength, con, AC, and dex saves increase by 4, your intelligence, wisdom, dex for anything other than saves and charisma is -4, your hit points are doubled for 30 seconds, and you don't gain any addiction points or lose any health, but your high is all balls. Yeah. And you feel like you could fight God.
Yep, and then I'm gonna spar with my Echo.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check. And what weapon are you using?
The double-bladed scimitar.
Okay.
Athletic. 18.
Okay. You have a +8 to athletics? Jesus Christ. You fight with your Echo, and as you do, the blade just feels really natural in your hand. It's, when you see somebody, like, fighting, but it almost feels like dancing. And, I don't know, I guess no one sees this, but even though you're high as fuck, you're just twirling the blade like it's one of those batons at a fucking halftime show.
Speaking of that, I guess with the +4, it's a 22.
Fuck. Man, this will be... no, what would that be? Just because I like to, roll a D100. I'm stealing the D100 thing from John. He makes us roll D100s for fucking everything.
Make it a D120, just really confusing.
Yeah, as you're spinning the blade around and you're high, you knock a clock off one of the tables, and it like hits the floor and goes bing, and a bunch of like springs and gears fall out of it. It's like, you know when you drop a Nokia or the Razor and like the battery and the SIM card and fucking everything falls out, but you can just like snap it all back? Yeah. Or everyone else make me a perception check.
14.
Leo's just drowning his sorrows.
I am high and minding my own fucking business is what I'm doing.
Yep.
Gale is right behind him.
Minding
sorrows the same
Leo's
way.
business.
Wait,
Yeah.
our proficiency bonus went up. I didn't even know.
Oh, wait, level 9?
Yeah, level 9, it goes up to +4.
Oh.
I'm doing bookwork on Bastion right now.
Bastion, you said 14?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled
So-
2 dice, both were 11.
Because I don't know if you care at all, but the, from where you think Carolina's room is, you hear a bang and then a cling, but that's it.
Weird. I'm gonna go back to working on the things I'm making.
Okay.
Gale's also like hitting up any god he can think of, just like, hey, Ilmater, it's Pale Talon. Maybe you heard me from Tyr. Hope you're doing well. Let me know. You can reach me at any time. Thanks so much and have a great day. Hi, what's the Tyrion Fenwick one? Beauty?
Soon.
Hi, soon. I hope I can hear from you soon.
Oh my god.
Kind of a free cleric looking up someone new. I'm pretty. Look at me, I'm adorable. Give me a call back. Let me know, or send one of your followers to come find me. Just different gods, just kind of playing the field a little bit, except for Pelor and both. Hi, Apolor, Fearol.
As you get to Vivian, he said, "Send one of your followers." I just walk up to you.
I sent you a list of all the gods and the, Jesus Christ, I keep sending you guys spoilers. Fuck me. Shit, fuck. I forget that my notes are different from what
I'm
I
not
want to
gonna
tell
read,
you.
don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just going through different. Send a redacted one, or just.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
There we
Let me
go.
go get
Now
send
I
you a
can't read it
redacted
anymore.
one. Don't read those notes, guys. Jesus fucking
going
Christ.
to.
Why'd I do that?
But I'm just like hitting up their phones. You know, when I reach out to Vivian, just, oh, hey, Caroline,
There,
my
now
God,
it's
I've been chosen by Vivian.
that's a cool
I
one.
was told to come to you.
I
just had a feeling.
oh my God.
Yeah, and you see
Pales.
Pale, her eyes are dilated all the way. Her hands are shaking a little bit.
The Phoenix on fire. And I just grab her by the shoulders. Carolina, oh my God.
You'd be great with Vivian.
I need to get drunk. Feel the fire in my belly.
Yeah.
Can I have a bottle of whiskey?
This course of action is not recommended, but yes, you may. Or he asks you, what kind of whiskey would you prefer?
Carolina, you know better than me. You're one of her followers. What do I do? What do you think?
Fireball?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He pulls it out and sets it on the thing, and then puts shot glasses in front of you.
Shot for shot? Oh,
Shit, I don't know if I should mix.
it'll be fine. I have healing. Bastion has healing.
You're good. You're good. You got Leo right here. I teleport away.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna start drinking next to high, depressed Leo as Carolina, the arbiter of Vivian, disappears.
Yeah. Make me a religion check, Pale.
Oh no. Do I have any modifiers anymore?
Yes, you do. You have all your modifiers, you just don't have any magic.
Then that is a 25.
25. Okay. Then roll me a d20.
For sanity again, isn't it? You got real quiet and
No, I'm counting. I'm sorry.
Just out here trying to get drunk, and now I'm
I
at a point.
You get really drunk, and
Yeah.
you notice outside the window, you see a bird large, probably double the size of the normal counterpart. A gigantic, magnificent raven who kind of looks you in the eye, studying you from the window, and then flies off.
Oh, God, I'm being scouted. I'm just not going to use a glass. I'm just going to start drinking from the bottle until I pass out at the bar next to Leo.
Okay. Yeah, till you literally pass out?
Literally pass out.
Okay. I don't know what everyone else does, but when you fall off your stool, pale, concierge bot rolls over and picks you up like bridal style and then carries you to your room. Stomp, 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 stomp. And then lays you on top of the bed, puts you on your side so you don't die, and then stomp, 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 goes downstairs again.
Yes.
Did we all decide we were staying in the same room
Are we?
because of the disappearing or the teleportation thing?
I think we stayed in separate ones, but Bastion's staying with... Bastion, were you staying with someone?
We can stay in
I
separate
was
ones,
staying-
like very disease.
I'm wherever you are because you have my bag.
Right.
Well, I think I would have probably taken it now that we were actually somewhere.
Yeah. Makes sense I give it back to you. So I'm not carrying your bag that carries you sometimes.
Yeah. Don't think about that too much.
I'm terrified to consider it.
Mm-hmm.
See, Pale just passed out drunk right now, being scouted.
Bailey, how feasible is it for me to make a bullet catcher for the machine, the belt gun?
I mean, the bullet catchers we use in the army are just nets that you tie to the, like, whatever, it's called a port, right?
Yeah.
With the bullets injected?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just get a butterfly net and tie it to the side.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make a fancier steel one, and then...
Or you could put a drum on the side to catch it.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, I'll just... Whatever I have with the tools I have of it, like the metal I have available, I can make whatever tools I want, and I'm proficient with smithing, tinkering, and thieves.
Yeah.
So,
See, he's never
Yeah.
even been in the military, and he knows he doesn't want a police call.
That or just to reuse the brass, but...
yeah, I'm gonna also hit up my sending stone that I've got with King Henry.
You pick up the sending stone, and it's just a dial tone. You have to be on the same plane as him.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh my god, it is. Wait, that's not good. I'm just gonna ask him how to make bullets. Okay. Question for you as a because crafting magic items is a little, it's not exactly clarified.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a campaign specific thing. I know my infusions, right?
Yes.
But could I make my infusions?
You mean make them outside of having them in an infusion slot?
Yes.
I would say that it would take time. I think the Eberron book has more specifics on that, if you want me to go get it. It's because it's depending on the rarity is how many like days it takes to make something, and you need like ample time with the tools needed to make it. Let me go grab that and look real quick. Hold on. Do.
45, 47.
What?
Home of challenge pissing.
What?
Home of challenge pissing. You heard me.
Like a pissing contest?
Nope.
I got 4th place last year, so close
Piss
to that
10
$5
feet
million.
straight up in the air without getting yourself wet. You get no down payment.
Buy a house if you get gold.
Huh?
Even in this market.
Fuck you,
What is-
Baltimore.
What is things guys do when they're drunk?
Seattle.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Well, when
Big,
you're old enough to
Big
drink
Bill's
those,
Hell
you know.
Cars.
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
Jones barbecue foot
Oh,
massage.
Jesus.
Barbecue so good, make you want to slap your mama.
I thought I knew where it
Something
was,
that
but when we
always
looked
reminds
at
me of,
the...
like,
Big Bill's Hell's Cars.
Hey, we should give our group a name one day.
Should. Because I told you to
Leo
do
and
it back
Elias.
at, like, the Friendship Festival.
Oh, you said before that.
Yeah?
Then when we murdered Tatiana.
What
in
is
cold
what's the name of the continent?
Macadia is the one you're on right now.
I was gonna say the Almacadia rejects. Thoughts?
I'm down with that. Just the rejects for short.
Yes, yeah. Also, Bailey, I hope you're ready for me to have +4 to my AC instead of +2
I
at next level.
hate that.
And I can give it to myself more times if I wanted to.
That just...
So that'll be 25 AC.
Where did this go? I'm certain it was in this book. Is it not in this one?
So,
Try calling for it? Just like
question though, can I not infuse my gauntlets now?
You can, but the +2 wouldn't overlap. So you
Okay.
wouldn't get +4. Where the fuck is this thing that I'm thinking of? Is it not fucking in here?
I do that all the time. I'm looking for my will to live. I'm like, where is it?
Oh
Are you
my
looking for it?
God. I thought it was in the Eberron book. It was about crafting magic items. So there's like a big section on downtime. I might be looking in the wrong book though. I'm not sure. I'll have to look for it later.
You're looking for artificers crafted magic.
No, there's like a separate anybody can craft a magic item thing, not just artificers.
That should be in the DMG.
I don't think. I mean, it might be, but it's.
Yeah,
I remember
think
it being
it's
a recent addition. Unless I'm just fucking totally forgetting everything, because there's like a whole. Like, 'cause I remember people were complaining about that, and so they made it in one of the expansion books. Let me see. Between Adventures, Downtime Activities, 127. Oh, shit, it is in the DMG. God damn it. I swear I've seen another one somewhere, though. Whatever. Yeah, it depends on the rarity. It's on page 129. Creation of magic items is a lengthy, expensive task. You must have a formula that describes the construction of the item. You must be a spellcaster with spell slots. You must be able to cast any spells the item can produce. Moreover, you must reach minimum level determined by the item's rarity as shown in the crafting item's magic table. For example, a 3rd level character could create a wand of magic missiles, an uncommon item as long as the character's spell slots can cast magic missile. That same character could make a +1 weapon, no particular spell required. You can make them need some fancy materials. Common 100 gold, uncommon 500, rare 5,000, very rare 50,000, legendary 500,000. And you have to be a minimum level. So if you're 9th level right now, the highest thing you could create is a rare item for 5,000, but then you're an artificer, so it's halved. So it'd be like 300.
Only at level 10.
Oh, okay.
If I craft a magic item with rarity, common or uncommon, it's a quarter of time and costs half as much, and that's at level 10.
Okay. Yeah, every day of work, it'd be 25 gold increments every day, assuming you work 8 hours. For example, uncommon magic item takes 20 days and 500 gold. That can be adjusted, however. Yeah, same for spell scrolls and consumables, which is really super. I mean, I guess if you sold them, it'd be worth it. But I've never understood the utility of spell scrolls. Other than, teaching other wizards other spells. If you're running a campaign which requires you to go learn them, instead of just having them. Anyway.
I believe Rune is not active right now.
No, his heart's in your bag, though.
Okay. Did I mention what I had active for that 3rd thing?
I think it was...
Because so I can have 5 things active. One is for sure my bag of holding. One
you've
is the
gotta-
Sending Stones, and then I have 2 active on my armor pieces, and those are part of the Armor Artificer. I can have up to 5, but 2 of them have to be...
Yeah. You disenchanted Rune to make another set of Sending Stones. You gave one to...
Oh, that's right. We have
Yeah.
the Sending Stones that are currently active with the group, which we don't need anymore, right?
No.
Presumably? Okay. Okay, then I think... Once I'm done making the bullet catcher, I'm gonna go find, the group.
Yeah. Caroline is high in her room. Pale's passed out drunk. Leo, you're at the bar still, or...
Yeah, just kind of vibing.
Did nothing to help me when I passed out and fell on the floor. Terrible.
He laughed at you.
Yeah, probably. Poured a little bit more whiskey on my face.
So I'd walk into the bar and I just see Pale on the ground with Leo still drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm up in my room. The bot brought me to my room, passed out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'd like to walk over to Leo. Leo, where is everyone else?
Carolina seemed kind of fucked up. Pale's in bed. A robot carried him to bed. And I'm here.
Oh,
At the mention of my name, I come teleporting across the ceiling.
Just walking upside down, sure. Still high. Jittery.
I was actually hoping to speak with both of you.
Moi.
Are your weapons satisfactory?
I mean, they're all right, I guess.
I've currently been looking into my magical resources, and I have the ability to enhance either one of your weapons, one of your armor pieces, or I could make you a cloak that would make you more difficult to see.
Ooh.
I mean, being harder to hit sure would be nice.
It's only a small bonus, perhaps just simply deflecting a single off-chance blow.
I think.
What about the one making you harder to see?
Well, it would both give people trying to see you difficulty, as well as giving you a bonus to attempting to hide.
Don't you already have one of those, Carolina? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
It's a cloak
Nope.
of elven kind.
Ah.
No, I do not. Well, Leo, you are the easiest one to hit out of all of us, except for the fact that you stay in the back.
Well, I mean, I would stay in the back, but none of my spells are go that far.
So, I would say you need the protection more than me.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'd appreciate it. I really would.
Which armor piece would you like me to enchant? Also, are you able to use shields?
I don't know, actually.
We
What
can find
bard
out.
subclass did you pick?
I think with your warlock subclass, you might be able to.
Well, I don't think warlocks get proficiency in... Well, yeah, which warlock subclass did you pick?
Fuck. And of course, my laptop died.
I believe you're a bard of the Lore College.
That
Yes.
doesn't give shield proficiency.
Yeah,
Nope.
and then you're a warlock. I believe you were Pact of the Blade.
Actually,
Yes, I just became back to the
Does
blade.
not give shield proficiency.
And I have my bomb hammer.
Yes, the war pipe.
The
Well,
war pipe.
that's a third. What subclass though? Like what'd you swear to?
The blade.
It's a celestial.
Oh, hex. Is it hexblade or celestial warlock?
actually,
Okay, then yeah, I think that gives you proficiency in shields.
Mmm.
That's
Let's
blade.
look. Yeah. Let's see who finds it first.
Hexblade. You gain proficiency with medium armor, shields, and martial weapon.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, then I'm gonna take my shield off. Would you be willing to trade the bracers that you acquired for the shield?
Bracers that I acquired. Oh, the bracers let me breathe underwater and stuff. You don't need to breathe underwater and stuff.
No, that's
No, the bracers are defense.
Sure. Yeah, you can have.
This is a sentinel shield. It will give you advantage on it gives you advantage on initiative checks and then perception checks. I know for sure advantage on initiative.
How the hell? Okay. Sentinel shield.
Yes.
Ah. Dumb question. How do you spell that?
Sentinel.
Okay, cool. I want to go and find the stats for that.
It's just a +2 shield. So it's
+2.
just +2 AC. Basically the you're just getting a +2 to your AC when you wear it, but one of your hands is not free.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Though I think this attached to my arm, so I could technically, I could probably work something out if you wanted a hand free.
I think Leo only uses one-handed weapons anyway.
Yeah, I don't have any. I'm not proficient with two-handed weapons.
He always needs a hand free. We don't question
My left hand specifically.
Hate
That was
It's an alt J
My-
song. It's an
my
alt J song, you sick motherfuckers.
Wait, what?
It's a song by Alt J. With your left hand free.
Oh,
That's
that's my favorite line in The Dark Tower, the first one, is when Roland Deathchain gets his, like, 2 of his fingers bitten off by a giant crab, which he has to go on a whole mission, like, dimension hopping, so he can rob a pharmacy for penicillin, because he has an infection. But, so he's laying there on the beach, like, defeated. He's just faced his worst enemy and barely survived, and then he's got bit by a fucking crab right after. And he's like, well, at least I masturbate with my other hand, so that's nice. And
King is insane. Like, King is actually insane.
I mean, he wrote that when he was 19, so it's, you know.
Dark Tower had Jedi wizards later.
It has himself in it. They meet him.
Yeah.
The main characters meet Stephen King.
Yeah, it got weird near the end. It's still going, isn't it?
No, he finished it.
Yeah, God, I'd hope so.
Something now.
No, it's finished. I read the entire series in 2 weeks because
Jesus.
it was the summer. I was off for the summer. It was in college, and I was turning 20, so I had to read it before I was. So 19 is a really prevalent number in that story, and so like, well, I have to finish reading this before I turn 20. So I would literally read a book and then go to the bookstore, find the next book, read it all, then go to the bookstore, buy the next book. Yeah.
Let me guess, you loved the movie?
It was all right.
It was so bad.
No. Have you read the whole series?
No.
It's if you've read the last book, it's acceptable.
Hey, y'all, I hate to go, but I gotta bounce.
Yeah, about to say it's
later.
do we go to sleep after this? This is it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get my bag to pail and then hop in. And I'd like to teach Yagami how to make bullets.
Okay. Well,
So
This child's gonna be born knowing bullets.
the end goal is to have the bullet funnel into the backpack, so Yagami can just be working on making bullets there.
oh my god, you turned him into a child labor.
Well,
He hasn't been born yet, so he's not child.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not child labor if they've never been born.
Oh my god.
Also, God, next level, I want you to know that I'm planning on making your life hell, Bailey, for trying to balance encounters.
It's after honestly, I'm planning on level 10 and beyond, there is no balance. We're going right at the fucking window, guys. But
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough.
You forget, I've made Bailey Lives Hell on a storyline way.
yeah, okay, Matt, I want you to know that I was so terrified of railroading you guys because everything went exactly to plan.
No, what? No.
Not always in the way I thought it would, but somehow you did everything I wanted you to do.
Made us like a dead fool.
It's other than trying to kill Ash in front of Mercool, that I didn't expect.
We got library cards.
Adios, motherfuckers.
Bye.
Yeah.
Au revoir.
Yeah, but just so you know, Ian, that's the kind of person you're working with. He tried to kill the Archbishop of Mercool in front of Mercool.
Not like in an ethereal way. Ash was using a communion blade, and Mercool was standing there watching us in a physical form.
Yes.
And I tried to
kinda
stab Ash.
That's pretty based, actually.
Right?
And I had to pause for a good 30 seconds, which felt like an eternity, to decide, because Vecna had Counterspell, but does Merkul. And Merkul doesn't like Necromancy because he wants everyone to stay dead.
Yeah.
So, I just said that he had Counterspell. So,
It
and
was
then,
such a beautiful moment.
yeah, just, it's, y'all better be really glad that you're, important, because y'all would be dead by now so
Well, apparently Pale's getting scouted by several gods.
Yeah, a big raven came and looked at you.
Yeah,
You're a
that must have
little
been
religion
both.
slut, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I want those gods. Give me them psalms in the back of your palm.
Shut up, I'm sorry. Fuck.
There's not much difference between Father, forgive me, I've sinned, and please, Daddy, I've been naughty. And
Those gods are deep in me with their power.
Oh, shut up.
Just since I got this mic, I've learned that I can just abuse the power I have.
yeah, just crank that gain, man. Yeah.
Talk about
Base?
Satan's
Oh, we're
creepy.
quite intimately familiar.
So based.
I know
Base and
base on a
tacos.
biblical level.
Oh.
I can't wait for God, who would? No, I'm not going there. Nope. Even I have lines. Anyway, on that
Yeah.
note,
I'll see y'all
Bailey,
later.
Thank you.
Alright, see you guys.
Hey, it's your DM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Charlotte, Matt, Darian, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.
You know, in that movie, Willem really wasn't Defoe. He was more like the victim.
Wow. I hate that.
Yeah. I only use my intelligence for evil. That's why I'm a lawyer.
Sorry, my mom called me.
And you didn't tell her we said hi?
Do you want me to call her
Call her-
back?
Yeah, call her
No.
back.
That wouldn't mention that.
The
What?
people I emotionally torture say hi.
Who's torturing who? That's my question.
Well, I torture
No,
you
she
by
does
my
actually have a
choices.
point.
Yeah.
I torture you with my choices, and then you torture the rest of the party people.
True.
Thing.
True. Where'd we leave off?
And then there's me.
And then there's you. Yes.
He was gonna go get our shit.
Right.
I mean, our just rewards.
Oh, yes. The shit.